recipe, breakfast in a glass. We call it the Target Trifecta Smoothie. The reason I'm showing you this is because I think we're all going to need a reset at some point, and this is it. This is really going to help because with all the baking and comfort food and everything else, there's going to be a moment of reckoning. And I'll tell you what, May 4th we start our sprint. You can find it at savingdinner.com. It's right there as soon as you get to the page, and it's free. Just click on the link and we'll send you everything. And part of it is learning to understand our hunger. And when we're hungry, it's time to break our fast. We call it the break fast. Yes, you see the word breakfast, but we call it break fast, 2 words. And the reason we do this is because our hunger hormones get out of whack. And if we're constantly eating, constantly grazing, constantly eating carbs, sugar, whatever, not only are we feeding our food addictions, we're also getting our hunger hormones all out of whack. So we have something that I believe is one of the best things that you can do to break your fast. And that is to use the 3 things that we want to find in every meal, which is fat, fiber, and protein. And we do it in a smoothie, and we do it to ramp up the nutrition and to keep cool the inflammation. And this is what this Target Trifecta Smoothie is all about. What? You can't hear?
Somebody can.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I can't fix that for them. So when we talk about fat, fiber, and protein, we start with Perfect Paleo Protein. And we do have some vanilla in the shop right now. We also have a little bit of chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
And no unflavored at this time, but we have vanilla and chocolate. So highly, highly, highly recommend. This is amazing, amazing stuff. And this is collagen protein. This is a protein that we do not get enough of because we buy boneless, skinless breasts of chicken and all the collagen's gone. There's no collagen because the bones are gone. There's no collagen because the skin's gone. Every single cell in our body needs collagen. And that includes the bones. There's more collagen in your bones than there is calcium. Did you know that? I call it the matrix because everything hangs on it. And we need to have that collagen on a regular basis. So this is how we get it. This is the one protein that seems to be missing in everyone's diet. The second thing we need to do is ramp up the green. You know what? We don't eat enough green stuff. Nobody binges on green. Nobody's eating a bunch of broccoli. I'm never telling anybody, now stay away from the broccoli. You're eating way too much broccoli. Stop binging on broccoli. It doesn't happen. So what we do is we find some green to put in there. We can use Just Juice Veggies, for example, which do I have that with me? No, I don't have that with me. But Just Juice Veggies is one of our supplements that's fantastic. And each scoop has 5 to 7 servings of green in it. And you can put it right into your smoothie. The other thing that you want to do is make sure that you're doing something fresh. So real easy to do, baby spinach. This is just a tub of organic baby spinach. You can use this in everything. You can use this in your bone broth. For example, you could have a cup of bone broth, throw some of this in there, let the bone broth wilt it all and eat it up. It's delicious that way. You can add it into your soups when you're eating it, but you can constantly be putting green into your diet. This is a great way to do it with this baby spinach. It's real easy because all you have to do is pop the lid open and grab a handful. You don't have to wash it or anything. So we've got the protein, we've got the fiber. The fibers kind of come in the way of the baby spinach too because there's a good amount of fiber in there, as well as fiber. We have Fiber Mender for that. Fiber Mender is really good. We have a brand new formulation, which I don't even have right here. We've sold out of all of it right now. So that's in a back order situation, but it's on its way. New Fiber Menders coming into the store. And that Fiber Mender has 10 grams of fiber per scoop. It's fantastic. And it's a blend of insoluble and soluble fibers. Highly recommend it. It has some glucomannan in it as well, just like this original one does. But it has even more fiber in it. And I'm very proud of that formulation because I helped to make it myself. So we start with protein. We have the fat now. Avocado oil. I'm showing you this because this is a really good way to get your fat in. Fat satiates. Good healthy fat is good for you. It's good for your hormones. It's good for your hair, nail, and skin. Everything you need for thinking as well, because if you don't have enough fat, you can't think well. you don't feel well, and your skin is dried out and feels terrible. Basically, good fat lubes the system, the whole entire system. We need good fat. So obviously avocados would work. I don't have any avocados right now, but I did have a bottle of avocado oil. You can find that on my website under the Leanne Recommends tab. It's right there, and it's great stuff. This is, I mean, you can see how seriously green this is. This is a first pressing avocado oil. The other thing is matcha tea. This is a superfood. This is unlike any other green tea. This is green tea on steroids, and it's full of polyphenols, and this is stuff, catechins, that help you to lose weight. Lots of chlorophyll, theanine, and you know what? I'm telling you, it's an antioxidant wonderland. Again, when we're looking at these kind of things, we're looking at the cooling of inflammation. That's what it's all about. So fat, fiber, what else? Protein. And then the only other thing that I add to the equation is L-glutamine. L-glutamine not only does it help with the cravings and cut them off at the knees, but it also helps to heal your gut, which we all need help with. And then I have some of this. It's just some vitamin C powder, and I'm going to add some of this in just for an extra dose of vitamin C. We take almost 10,000 milligrams of vitamin C a day here. Yes, I do. Mark's going, oh my gosh, is that how much? Yeah, we've worked our way up. He just doesn't know it. I do it for him all the time because I do up our supplements every day. And then you need something also to take that, to mix everything up with. You can also add some frozen fruit if you like. You can add ice cubes if you like it thick, whatever you want to do. But the point is that you're trying to get all of your nutrients, hit all of the places with the fat, fiber, and protein, and check all those boxes in a glass, okay? So we do, you can use this coconut milk, full fat coconut milk. You can use this, and then I wouldn't add any more fat because there's a lot of fat in this. Or you can use an almond milk. This is just almond milk from Costco, I believe. You can add any kind of alternative milk. I like you to go dairy-free on this, simply because dairy can be inflammatory. A little heavy cream would work because that's going to be less inflammatory. Heavy cream is basically like butter, and you could add water if you wanted to. But and then you've got your fat as well. But that's how I look at it from the perspective of what we're trying to accomplish here. So the first thing you want to know too is I've got a Blendtec blender here. When you are starting to make this, I like to start at the bottom with just a little buffet, if you will, of liquid. So that's what we're going to do. This is my almond milk. This is what I have left of this particular almond milk. And I'll do another one here. Well, first of all, shake it. But just a little bit more. There we go. What I do is I just make sure that I'm covering the blade. That's it. That's kind of my guide. So how many ounces is that? That's going to be about 6 ounces, okay? So we start there, and then I start to get all the powders in there first. And I'm going to put in here, I thought I had a scooper in here, but I guess I don't. Or do I? Nope, I don't. Okay, fine. That's all right. You want to go light on this because the stuff can be very bitter. I'm doing about a half teaspoon of matcha tea. Matcha tea is also very expensive, but it goes a long way. I always keep mine in the refrigerator so that I'm going to get the most I can out of it, okay? Then I'm going to add a little, and I mean little, scoop of vitamin C, just a little extra. And then I'm going to add a scoop of L-glutamine.
What does that do?
The L-glutamine is for your gut. It helps to heal your gut, and it also helps to cut off cravings. It's good stuff. All it is an amino acid, and it just has some really good stuff with it. I always talk about it because right now, if you buy L-glutamine, you get ships and put ships free in the promo window. You get that. You get your shipping free if you live in the United States. Something to know. Then I'm going to do a scoop of vanilla. I'm going going to do a scoop of fiber member. All my little scoopies. Scoop. I'm going to do 2 scoops. Fiber's my friend. You're fine with fiber and a lot of it. You want to be getting to 20 to 30 grams a day if you're a woman. And the way you do that is what we're doing right now. And I always think dietary fiber, adding a dietary fiber is a really good idea. And then you want to make sure that you're drinking an adequate amount of water. Otherwise, you're going to be stuffed up like a stovepipe. That's all I have to say about that. Okay, one handful of spinach, including the stray leaf that went awry. And at this point, if you wanted to, you could add ice, you could add something else, however you want to go about it. But I'm going to add a little bit. What are you looking at? What is it?
I'm trying to look around so I can see it.
Just cracked me up. I was doing something wrong. Now I'm adding another few ounces. I'm going to say probably another 2 to 3 ounces. We're looking at about 8 ounces total of 6 to 8 ounces total of nut milk. Okay, whatever you're adding, and then that goes right on top. So you see how you sandwich that in, and then you gotta get it in there. There we go. Okay, you ready for some loud, raucous music? Here it comes. You see, it's all getting mixed up. That's enough of that. If I let it do its full thing, it would go forever and make this whole thing hot. And I'm sorry, I just don't want that. But look how pretty it is. It's a nice green color. You can tell your children that you're having Martian drinks. Look. And the taste? Delicious. You don't taste spinach. You don't taste anything scary. Nothing is going to harm you. It's just a really good way to break your fast. So when you're waking up in the morning, don't eat until you're hungry. You know, let your body tell you when you're hungry, not when the bacon starts cooking, because then you will get hungry. I know how that works. But this is a great way for you to break your fast. It's called the Target Trifecta Smoothie. You'll find all the information, how to get everything, in our sprint. Go to savingdinner.com, click on the sprint. There's 17 pages that explains the whole thing. We start together in a group on May 4th, and you know what? That's a week from tomorrow. And I'll tell you what, we need this. We all need this. So go check it out. We have another question?
Asking how about the fat?
How about the fat? What?
I don't know. Where's the fat?
Oh, the fat would have been in, I would have put the avocado oil. I would have put the avocado oil in, but I didn't. I can go back and do it again if you want me to. I was just showing you the different things you can put in for fat. You can also use, another thing that you can use, especially if you're a thyroid patient like I am, you can put in a Brazil nut, and the Brazil nut will give you the day's worth of selenium, a nice big Brazil nut. A day's worth of selenium, it'll give you a lot of fat, and it'll be a fantastic way for you to add the fat to the equation. Avocado, any kind of nuts that you want to add in. You can also add, like I said, the avocado oil. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that you could do. That's pretty much it. Any other questions? Isn't that fun? So if you want to join us on the sprint, we have a Facebook group here. It's a private Facebook group, and a bunch of incredible women supporting each other and encouraging each other as we go through the whole thing. It's a 7-day thing, absolutely free. Go to savingdinner.com. You'll see it right when you get there. That's it. That's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to drink the rest of my smoothie. Have a great Sunday. See ya. Cheers.